All right, so we got our longissimus dorsi right there.
Say that in Okie, like slow it down and let's hear it.
Let's see if I can do a southern twang there. Okay. Longissimus dorsi.
There you go. Yes, ma'am. Hey, thank y'all for stopping by back under the pergola again. And who am I with? The most beautiful and talented meat expert I've ever known in my life, Miss Diana. And whoo, sugar, you have got some of my all-time favorite cut of meat laid out here. You are speaking to my heart and my taste buds. Ribeyes in every form and fashion. It is a great fashion show today. This is what it's about when we're talking about fashion, because so beautiful it is. Just explain to the viewers and everybody out here, and even to me, because hey, I ain't too sharp on this stuff. I just know how to cook it. So tell us what you got going on here, sugar.
So I just wanted to show everyone just the different forms of ribeye that you can get. Traditionally in a grocery store, you'll probably be really used to seeing ones like this that are split bone, or they could be boneless, but about that same thickness. That's usually what you'll find. Great, tremendous flavor in that, but we just want to showcase the rib in general. So you also can have a rib that's a bit thicker. Boneless ribeye right here. And you can see it's actually made up of 3 muscles right here, as you have your longissimus dorsi, your complexus, and your spinalis. I know that's getting a little crazy talk, but...
Wait a minute. Run these by me one more time, sugar.
All right, so we got our longissimus dorsi right there.
Say that in Okie, like slow it down and let's hear it.
Let's see if I can do a southern twang there.
Okay.
Longissimus dorsi.
There you go. Yes, ma'am. Now I'm understanding you.
We got your complexus muscle and your spinalis right there,
There you go. Thank you.
Okay. So then as we keep going down here, now we've got a bone-in ribeye, but we want to make it a little bit fancy.
Yes.
So we French the end of that. This is known as your cowboy steak, your cowboy ribeye right there. This is what a true cowboy is going to want to come home and eat after a long day's of work. And then if you really want to get over the top here,
yes,
you really want to showcase the ribeye, we got this one. Okay, this is your tomahawk ribeye. You get that long extended bone.
What are the best things that you think these are suited for, as far as this typical ribeye that we're going to get from the grocery store? And this is probably what, maybe 12 ounces?
Yeah, about 12 ounces right there.
And then we're coming on up to maybe like nearly 14 to 16?
Yep, definitely.
22 to 28?
Correct.
And about 40 here maybe?
Yes,
right.
Yep. These all can be used as a grilling item, but ones that are like this, I mean, they're starting to get more to a roast. Yes. So you'd like to get a sear on the outside, and then I would back it off a little bit and make it slower from there. You could, from a grill standpoint, you could put this over direct heat and then move it to an indirect heat to let it cook through more evenly throughout, and that's going to give you the best eating experience rather than trying to cook it hard all the way through.
Thank you for explaining all that to me, darling. And what do you got over here on this little deal?
So right here we actually have our boneless rib. So something that I wanted to show you guys, as we talked about these 3 muscles in this cut, you can see it over here as well. We have those 3 muscles here. But as I move further towards the back, you only have 2 muscles. Okay, so this is your ribeye cap or your spinalis. This is an incredible piece of meat. It's gonna eat really well. If you would order this from a grocery store, you just order a boneless rib roast and they can give you one. This one's about 2 to 3 pounds. But if you wanna make something a little bit more special, I would take this and you just start to pull this guy off. And so now I'm just separating those 2 muscles. You might need your knife just a little bit. And when you're cutting, you pull back with one hand and just use the tip of your knife with the other, and it creates a web in that seam. And that's just how you separate these. You don't really need to use your knife too much. It's just gentle. So now I'm gonna separate these 2 all the way through, and I have this ribeye fillet, and I have my spinalis right here. So you could take this spinalis and actually seam this out a little bit more. This piece right here is that complexus muscle. This is what I call my Scooby snack.
There you go, sugar. You smell.
Throw it on the grill, and that's what I chew on while I'm cooking everything else. Now this one right here, it's kind of a big roast. But if you think about a filet mignon, the tenderloin, now I could take this guy and cut it into these beautiful ribeye fillets. Nothing wrong with the tenderloin, but my personal opinion, it doesn't have enough flavor. So now we got the tenderloin appearance, but you have that tremendous flavor in there.
I'm so glad you explained that to the viewers, to let them know that this could be done to where you're actually getting more out of just one thing. I mean, you unrolled this out, set it all out there. we have some of the best eating that there is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was very simple, pretty quick and easy to do. Anybody at home can do this. You got a sharp knife and some fingers that'll pull that seam apart, you're looking good. So which one of these would you recommend that you would like to cook?
I mean, personally, I think we should throw that spinalis on the grill.
I like it, and we might even throw that Scooby snack out there too.
Yeah, that
you know
sounds,
I
yeah.
like that. So let's get the grill hot. We'll throw that over there, and y'all can watch me and Diane eat. We have got this little Scooby snack. Now, we're still going to cook that pretty close to rare to medium rare, right?
Correct, yeah.
But I think you were telling me that we need to cook this because of the amount of tendon it's got coming back on the back side of this, maybe more to a medium.
Yeah, if you think about your ribeye too, that's your ribeye cap. So
No.
it sits on the outside, and usually if you cook your ribeye to rare or medium rare, that's going to be cooked more to a medium, and that's when it performs the best, when it's cooked just a little bit more.
There is our Scooby snack was first off, and like you said, this little piece of meat can fool you a little if you're trying to get it to that medium range because of the muscle fiber and the texture to it.
It definitely can.
I mean, you've got to leave this on here, be flipping back and forth. Don't be afraid to turn this steak more than once. I'm going to wear them out if I have to, because we got to get this to the desired temperature of doneness, which is medium, which is
About 130 degrees of Fahrenheit.
You cannot fool this lady in Celsius. What would that be?
Oh yeah. Can I get my phone out?
And time it sits out here and rests, it's going to climb to that even a little bit more. So we may be 135 or even a little above that. So my little sweet meat scientist, I'm going to let you have the honors of cutting into either one of them or both as what you think we might want to take a bite of first.
All right. Go with the Scooby snack first.
There we go. And this is what you eat while the rest of the stuff is grilling before the other folks done showed up to the party.
Oh
right?
yeah, this is what's on the grill. While that's taking a little bit longer to cook, you pull that guy off and you're ready to dive in.
I think we should have a bite, darling.
It sounds good to me.
Now you do know what is required after you take a bite, right?
I've heard about it.
It's called the happy dance, because who wouldn't be happy eating some beef?
All right, I'm with you.
There we go, get down on it. When I take a bite of this versus just like eating a ribeye or eating a strip like this, I get a heartier flavor out of this. It's something that's a little richer to me. That may just be my taste buds, but this is very different in a way, but oh, it's got such a great taste and texture to it.
That beefy robustness really stands out in that piece quite a bit. That's
It
why.
is fine dining. And I'm ready to see this one, so.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead first and split this guy in half. And then from here, I'll take this and slice. Doing that to make sure I cut against that grain.
There you go.
Make sure it stays nice and tender.
Man, my gosh, darling, that is some fine dining right there. You know what I mean?
And dancing too, I think.
We hope you enjoyed something today. We hope you learned something. I sure did, from the gracious meat scientist. Thank you so much, Sugar.
Thank you.
It's such a
Fun
pleasure
being
to have you here. We would like, as always, to thank our veterans, our servicemen and women, for all keeping that old flag flying right there. We're our country that can stay and remain safe, and we can fly it every day wherever we at. So again, we thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch our videos. We appreciate it, and we never take it for granted. I'd like to thank the Certified Angus Beef family for all they do for us. Folks, you gotta try this product out. You won't be disappointed. Remember when I tell you, start with the best. It just gets better every time you use it. And be sure and what, Diane?
You gotta like, share, and subscribe.
There you go. See y'all down the ribeye trail.
I'm learning a lot just standing here watching this.
I don't know about that. You can do the like, share, and subscribe. I am so glad I'm in some smoke.